Before we begin, let me ask you something. What if I told you that right now, hidden deep inside your body, there are tiny repair cells quietly waiting for a signal? They don't ask for expensive treatments. They don't need complicated machines. Their only job is to help repair tissues, support healthy aging, and replace worn-out cells whenever your body needs them. Most people never think about these remarkable cells. In fact, millions spend years searching for miracle supplements or secret anti-aging formulas without realizing that their own bodies already contain an incredible repair system. But here's the surprising part. As we grow older, this natural repair system becomes less active. That doesn't mean it disappears. It simply receives fewer signals to do its job. Everyday habits, the foods we choose, and our overall lifestyle can influence how well this system continues working over time. In today's video, we're going to explore the fascinating science behind these repair cells, what everyday habits may interfere with them, and which foods have been studied for their potential to support the body's natural renewal process. Stay with me until the end, because some of these foods are probably already sitting in your kitchen. Let's begin. Every second of every day, your body is changing. Millions of old cells complete their life cycle, while millions of new cells take their place. Your skin renews itself. Your digestive tract constantly replaces its lining. Even your liver has an impressive ability to regenerate after injury. This continuous renewal is one of the reasons the human body is so extraordinary. Scientists have spent decades trying to understand how this repair process works. One important part of that story involves special repair cells, often called stem cells. Think of them as your body's maintenance crew. Instead of performing only one specific job, these cells can develop into different types of specialized cells whenever the body needs support. They help maintain tissues, assist normal healing, and contribute to the body's ongoing renewal throughout life. Long before we are born, these remarkable cells help build every organ in the body. As we grow older, a smaller population remains in places like the bone marrow and certain tissues, quietly standing by until they're needed. Most of the time, you never notice them working, but every small cut that heals, every scrape that disappears, every time your body replaces damaged cells, these repair systems are already at work behind the scenes. Here's where aging enters the picture. Researchers have observed that over time, both the number and activity of these repair cells gradually decline. This is considered a normal part of aging. Instead of responding as quickly as they did during youth, the body's repair processes may become slower. That's one reason why cuts sometimes heal more slowly. Muscles may recover less quickly after exercise, and overall recovery can take longer as the years pass. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that unfolds across decades. Some research suggests that older adults may have significantly fewer active repair cells than they did earlier in life. Rather than thinking of this as something frightening, it's better to view it as one of the many biological changes that accompany healthy aging. The encouraging news is that scientists are increasingly interested in how everyday lifestyle choices may help support these natural repair systems. And that's where nutrition begins to play an important role. Before we talk about helpful foods, we should first understand what can work against the body's natural repair process. One of the biggest concerns researchers continue to study is consistently high blood sugar. When blood sugar remains elevated over long periods, it doesn't just affect energy levels. It can also contribute to stress throughout the body. Healthy blood vessels, nerves, and many other tissues may be affected over time. Researchers are also investigating how prolonged high blood sugar may influence the body's natural repair mechanisms, including the activity of stem cells. This is one more reason why maintaining balanced blood sugar through healthy eating, regular movement, and medical care when needed remains so important. Another lifestyle factor receiving attention is excessive alcohol consumption. Having an occasional drink is different from heavy, long-term alcohol use. Research has shown that excessive alcohol can place stress on many organs, including the liver and bone marrow. Because many repair cells reside in the bone marrow, scientists continue studying how chronic alcohol exposure may interfere with the body's ability to regenerate healthy tissues. Once again, moderation matters. Healthy habits often produce benefits that extend far beyond what we can immediately see. Now here's the exciting part. While researchers continue studying stem cells in laboratories around the world, they're also discovering something fascinating. Certain dietary patterns, not just individual foods, appear to support many of the body's natural systems involved in healthy aging. Notice I said dietary patterns. There isn't one magical fruit. There isn't one miracle drink. And there certainly isn't one supplement capable of stopping aging. The human body simply doesn't work that way. Instead, good health is usually built through consistent daily choices repeated over many years. Scientists now focus less on searching for a single superfood and more on understanding how entire eating habits influence long-term wellness. That shift in thinking has changed nutrition research dramatically. Instead of asking, "What is the one perfect food?" researchers now ask, "What combination of healthy food supports the body best over time?" That question has produced some fascinating discoveries we'll explore in the next part. One important thing to remember is that every person's health journey is different. Age, medical history, exercise, sleep, stress, and overall nutrition all work together. No single food can replace medical treatment. No food can promise to regenerate organs overnight. And no healthy meal can erase years of unhealthy habits. Real health improvements usually come from consistent lifestyle choices made over months and years. That's actually good news, because it means you don't need perfection. You simply need consistency. Small healthy decisions repeated every day often create the biggest results over time. Can food actually influence these repair processes? The answer is surprisingly interesting. Scientists aren't searching for one magical fruit or one miracle drink. Instead, they've spent years studying entire eating patterns to understand why people in some parts of the world tend to enjoy better health as they age. One eating pattern continues to stand out again and again. It's called the Mediterranean diet. Unlike trendy diets that promise instant results, this way of eating has been practiced for generations. It focuses on vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, seeds, olive oil, seafood, herbs, and moderate amounts of dairy. Instead of highly processed foods loaded with added sugars and unhealthy fats, this diet emphasizes fresh, colorful, natural ingredients. Researchers became curious because people following this eating pattern often showed lower rates of heart disease and better overall health as they grew older. But then scientists discovered something even more fascinating. Some studies suggested that older adults following a Mediterranean-style diet had significantly higher numbers of circulating repair cells compared with those eating a more typical Western diet. Now, this doesn't mean the diet creates new stem cells overnight. Rather, researchers believe this eating pattern may help support an environment where the body's natural repair systems can function more effectively. Why? Because every meal delivers hundreds of plant compounds, vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and antioxidants working together. Instead of relying on one ingredient, it's the combination that matters. Think of your body like a construction site. One worker can't build an entire house. Electricians, carpenters, plumbers, painters, everyone has a different role. Nutrition works the same way. Different foods provide different building materials. When they work together consistently, your body has more of what it needs to maintain itself. That's why experts repeatedly remind us not to chase miracle foods. Healthy aging is built meal by meal, day after day. Now here's something that surprises many people. For years, green tea received nearly all the attention. Researchers praised it because it's naturally rich in compounds called polyphenol. These plant compounds help protect cells from oxidative stress and support overall health. But recently, scientists have begun taking a fresh look at another familiar drink, black tea. For a long time, many assumed fermentation reduced its health value. However, newer research suggests black tea still contains beneficial plant compounds that may support healthy circulation and normal cellular function. Some early studies have even explored whether both green and black tea may encourage the movement of naturally occurring repair cells into the bloodstream. While research is still evolving, one thing remains clear. Both drinks fit comfortably into an overall healthy dietary pattern. That's great news for millions of tea lovers around the world. Whether your morning starts with green tea or traditional black tea, Enjoying it without excessive sugar can be part of a balanced lifestyle. Remember, though, tea isn't medicine. It's one healthy habit among many. Now let's discuss one of the most enjoyable discoveries: chocolate. Before you celebrate with a candy bar, there's an important difference. Scientists aren't talking about milk chocolate loaded with sugar. They're studying dark cocoa made with high amounts of cocoa solids, often around 80% cocoa or higher. Cocoa naturally contains powerful plant compounds known as flavonols. Researchers have spent years studying how these compounds influence blood vessels. Healthy blood vessels are incredibly important. They carry oxygen. They deliver nutrients. They remove waste products. Every organ depends on healthy circulation. Some human studies involving older adults have suggested that beverages made with high flavonol cocoa may temporarily improve blood vessel function. Scientists believe these plant compounds help the blood vessels relax more efficiently, allowing blood to flow more smoothly. Even more interesting, researchers are exploring whether cocoa flavonols may also help signal naturally occurring repair cells to enter circulation. Imagine firefighters waiting inside a station. When the alarm sounds, they immediately head toward where they're needed. Researchers think certain plant compounds may act somewhat like gentle biological signals, encouraging repair cells to become more active. It's a fascinating area of research. But once again, moderation matters. Adding large amounts of sugar cancels many potential benefits. If you enjoy dark chocolate, choose varieties with higher cocoa content and keep portions reasonable. Let's pause for a moment. Many people think aging simply happens because we get older. But healthy aging depends on countless systems working together. One of the most important is circulation. Every heartbeat sends oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. Your brain depends on it. Your muscles depend on it. Your kidneys depend on it. Your skin depends on it. Even tiny blood vessels play enormous roles in keeping tissues healthy. When blood vessels remain flexible and function well, the body can deliver what cells need more efficiently. That's why researchers studying nutrition often focus on blood vessel health. They're not just interested in the heart. They're interested in the entire network supplying every organ from head to toe. Healthy circulation supports healthy aging. The bigger picture. At this point, you might be wondering, so should I just drink tea and eat dark chocolate every day? Not exactly. Remember what researchers discovered with the Mediterranean diet. No single food deserves all the credit. Healthy foods work together. Vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, whole grains, beans, fish, tea, dark cocoa. Each contributes something unique. Together, they create an environment that supports the body's natural repair systems. That's why nutrition experts consistently recommend focusing on overall eating patterns instead of obsessing over one ingredient. Consistency almost always beats perfection. Here's something worth remembering. Many people spend hundreds of dollars chasing miracle supplements. Meanwhile, some of the most researched foods have been sitting in grocery stores for decades. Fresh vegetables, olive oil, tea, fruit, dark cocoa, whole grains, simple foods. Not glamorous, not expensive, but backed by growing scientific interest. And perhaps that's one of the biggest lessons nutrition research continues teaching us. Real health often comes from ordinary choices repeated consistently. So far, we've explored how your body naturally repairs itself and why an overall healthy eating pattern appears to support that process. But scientists have uncovered another piece of the puzzle that may be just as important. It isn't hidden in your heart. It isn't inside your muscles. It isn't even in your brain. It's inside your gut. For many years, researchers believed the digestive system had one simple job: to break down food and absorb nutrients. Today, we know it's far more complex than that. Inside your intestines lives an enormous community of tiny microorganisms known as the gut microbiome. These include trillions of bacteria, many of which are completely harmless, and many are actually beneficial. Think of your gut like a bustling city. Every resident has a job. Some help break down fiber. Some produce important nutrients. Others communicate with your immune system. Still others help maintain the protective lining of your digestive tract. When this community stays balanced, your body functions more smoothly. When that balance is disturbed, many systems throughout the body may be affected. That's why scientists are paying closer attention than ever before. Your gut changes faster than you think. Here's something most people don't realize. Many assume improving gut health takes months or even years. But some studies suggest certain changes may begin much sooner. Researchers have observed that what you eat today can start influencing your gut bacteria within a surprisingly short period of time. That doesn't mean your entire microbiome transforms overnight, but it does show just how responsive your digestive system can be. One food that attracted scientific attention is the kiwi fruit. In one research study involving healthy adults, participants ate 2 kiwi fruits each day for several days while researchers monitored changes in their gut bacteria. Scientists observed shifts in beneficial bacterial populations during the study. While research is still developing, the findings highlight an important idea. Even small dietary changes may begin influencing the environment inside your digestive system. Of course, kiwi isn't magic. It simply provides fiber and natural plant compounds that beneficial bacteria enjoy. And that's exactly the point. Healthy bacteria need healthy food. Feed them well, and they may thrive. Ignore them, and less helpful bacteria may begin to dominate. Feeding the good bacteria. Imagine planting a beautiful garden. If you water the flowers regularly, remove weeds, provide rich soil, your garden flourishes. But if you neglect it, the weeds slowly take over. Your gut works in a similar way. Every meal either supports the bacteria that help you or gives an advantage to those that don't. That's why scientists often encourage diets rich in fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grains, and fiber. These foods become fuel for beneficial gut microbes. In return, many of those microbes produce substances that help support digestion and overall health. It's an incredible partnership. You feed them. Now let's talk about another fascinating group of foods. Instead of simply feeding good bacteria, these foods naturally contain live, beneficial microorganisms. They're known as fermented foods. People have been eating them for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years. Long before scientists had microscopes, cultures around the world discovered that fermentation preserved food and created unique flavors. Today, researchers are studying whether these traditional foods may also help support a healthy gut. Some well-known examples include yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut. Each contains different types of naturally occurring beneficial bacteria. When consumed as part of a balanced diet, these foods may contribute to microbial diversity inside the digestive system. That diversity matters. A healthy microbiome isn't built from just one type of bacteria. It's built from many different species working together. Just like a healthy forest contains many different plants and animals, a healthy gut depends on variety. The greater the diversity, the stronger and more resilient the ecosystem may become. You may be wondering, why has gut health become one of the hottest topics in nutrition research? Because researchers are discovering that the gut communicates with nearly every major system in the body. It sends signals to the brain. It interacts with metabolism. It influences digestion. And perhaps most importantly, it works closely with the immune system. In fact, a large portion of the body's immune cells are located in and around the intestines. That means your digestive system isn't simply processing lunch. It's constantly interacting with your body's natural defenses. Scientists now believe that beneficial gut bacteria help educate the immune system, teaching it how to respond appropriately to everyday challenges. This relationship is incredibly complex, and researchers are still learning exactly how it works. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Healthy gut bacteria appear to play a meaningful role in overall wellness. Here's the encouraging part. Supporting your gut doesn't require exotic supplements or expensive treatments. Often, it begins with simple daily habits. Adding more colorful vegetables, eating more fiber-rich foods, including fresh fruits, choosing whole grains, enjoying fermented foods when appropriate, drinking enough water, and limiting heavily processed foods high in added sugars. None of these habits is dramatic on its own, but together, they create an environment where beneficial bacteria have a better chance to thrive. That's exactly what long-term health is about. Small improvements repeated consistently. Not perfection. Progress. Every meal sends your body a message. Some meals nourish beneficial bacteria. Others provide very little for them to work with. Over weeks, months, and years, those choices begin shaping the ecosystem living inside you. The exciting part is that your microbiome is remarkably adaptable. Even if your eating habits haven't been ideal in the past, positive changes today may begin supporting a healthier gut moving forward. That's powerful, because it means every healthy meal is another opportunity to invest in your future health. We've covered your body's natural repair system. We've talked about healthy eating patterns. We've explored the importance of circulation. And we've learned why your gut microbiome plays such a powerful role in overall wellness. Now let's bring everything together. Your body has been repairing itself since before you were born. Every heartbeat, every breath, every new day, millions of tiny processes continue working without you ever noticing them. The amazing thing is that many of your daily choices can either support those natural systems or place additional stress on them. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to eat perfectly every single day. You simply need consistency. Small healthy choices repeated over months and years often produce the greatest long-term benefits. That's a message worth remembering. Modern science continues revealing something our grandparents often understood through experience. Healthy food isn't just fuel. It's part of a lifestyle that supports the body's natural ability to maintain itself. Researchers still have much to learn about stem cells, the gut microbiome, circulation, and healthy aging. But one lesson already stands out. The path toward better health usually isn't found in a miracle cure. It's found in everyday habits practiced consistently. So the next time you prepare a meal, brew a cup of tea, enjoy a serving of yogurt, slice open a kiwi, sprinkle pomegranate seeds onto a salad, or add colorful vegetables to your plate. Remember, you aren't chasing a miracle. You're giving your body the nutrients it needs to continue doing what it was designed to do all along. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest evidence-based healthy aging tips. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.